Hello, Gemini Cancer Cusp. This is Jay from Live to Love Tarot, here to do your connection and separation read along with your singles. These reads may not resonate with all, so take what works. Also, I have a tendency of saying he or him in regards to the other person. Know the roles can reverse. So we're going to start with the surrounding energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So the surrounding energy of this read right now, you both are trying your best to move in a brand new direction towards stability. I feel like you're trying to take your power and control back from this prior connection. And you're doing that by really moving in a brand new direction, looking at things in a different perspective. So what challenges are you facing? We have the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. You know, the first challenge that you're facing is you're not sure of what the truths are. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you don't have the confidence to really face if you want to come together or not. What's another challenge? We have the King of Wands, the Four of Swords. Yeah, there's confusion. There's definitely confusion between you and your person. And mostly the confusion is stemming from you because when you look at the bigger picture, when you try to heal and purge this confusion, you kind of get lost in it. And this takes away from your ability to move in that new direction when it comes to this connection. So what advice does Spirit have for you? We have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Listen, if you want a new beginning in this connection, if you want to create a new beginning, you got to let go of the immature actions that occurred in this connection. I feel a lot of what takes a lot of your control and power away is the fact that your person was immature. Their actions that they created were immature and hurtful towards you, and you can't seem to let go of it. You got to let go of it. What is the current connective energy, the recent past, and a challenge? What is the current connective energy, the recent past, and a challenge? We have loss, grief, sorrow, and pain as the current connective energy. In the recent past, we have boundaries. A challenge is longing. Why can't I say that word? And what you both need to do to bring balance to this connection, we have trapped. Let's get loss, grief, sorrow, and pain. We have the Hangman along with the Three of Wands. I do feel like right now you both are in this energy of trying to let go of any pain, any loss you're holding on to. You're really trying to move towards being in the present moment. And a lot of it has to do with the recent past. You know, you both realized that it was time to end the overthinking. It was time to end the stress and anxiety that mentally entrapped you in your head by creating boundaries. We have to create boundaries. You know, you'll have thoughts that come into your head, but you can choose to either dwell on them or let them go. And this is why you're in this energy of really letting go of this overthinking and the overthinking of and the grieving of this past relationship. A challenge is longing. We have the Lovers along with the Justice card. There's Gemini energy. I feel like a connective challenge is you both miss each other. You know, and when you miss each other, it takes away from your ability to see the truth. You know, when you miss each other, it brings pain. And it takes away your ability to heal from this past relationship because you start to overthink. What you both need to do to bring balance. You know, when you miss somebody, it is common to overthink. You think about them and then the pain of the breakup and all the triggers that you're still holding on to come to surface. So what you need to do is be able to miss each other without getting stuck in your head. You know, again, thoughts will come into your head and you have the choice to dwell on them or let them go, especially the negative ones. And so what you both need to do to bring balance to this connection, you need to learn to let go of those negative thoughts. Let go of any feeling of rejection. It's time to evolve. It's time to walk away from the past. You know, you have, How you know you'll be healed is when you can miss this person or this person miss you and you have no negative thoughts. It's a work in progress, but you can do it. What is your person's energy towards you? What is their intention and what is their challenge right now? What is your person's energy towards you? We have deja vu, past life, karmic lessons, repeated patterns. Their intention is nourish. A challenge is shallow in what they need to do to bring balance to this connection. We have pride, ego, arrogance, and stubborn love. So let's get deja vu. We have the Five of Cups along with the Five of Wands. So I do feel like right now your person is in this energy. You know, I feel like it's almost like they're going through a repeated situation. And it's almost like, you know, they're having this deja vu, but it's forcing them to face the grief, the conflict from this past relationship and heal it. So they may be going through some karma right now. Their intention is to nourish themselves so that they can make a passionate effort with the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Wands of letting go of the challenges that they face from this connection. Again, I feel like your person is going through, they may be in a connection where they're going through the same thing they went through with you. And they're starting to have this deja vu and realizing they need to heal the past. A challenge with your person is shallow. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like a challenge with your person is they're egotistical. And they allow themselves to get into this shallow energy. Instead of cutting it out in order to move in a stable way forward, they tend to get stuck in it. You know, they tend to get stuck in their ego. They tend to really let that ego dictate their emotions. And this is why what they need to do to bring balance to this connection, they need to really love themselves enough to know that it's time to figure out if you're the one, if they want to rebuild this connection. You know, I feel like your person has allowed their ego to dictate their emotions for so long. A lot of their confusion, a lot of their karma that's coming around is because they're not being truthful with themselves about how they feel about you. You know, they got to figure out if you are the one. And they can't do that if they're in their ego. They can't do that if they're allowing their ego to dictate their emotions. So what messages does your person have for you? What does your person want you to know? I grabbed the wrong cards. What messages does your person have for you? What does your person want you to know? What does your person want you to know? I have commitment issues. Maybe that's why they're going through that karma right now, that deja vu. I act like I don't care, but deep down, they do. You know, deep down, it affects me more than you will ever know. Let's get, I have commitment issues. We have the Six of Cups along with the Four of Wands. I do feel like your person wants you to know that they know. As they're going through the past, trying to create stability with the past, they do realize that when they were with you, they weren't very committed. They didn't, and a lot of it has to do with them having their own commitment issues they need to work on. I act like I don't care, but it affects me more than you realize. As your person is letting go of any clouded judgment and really embrace the fact that they really thought you were the one, they're realizing that, you know, they do act like they don't care, but they truly do. You know, it's almost like your person, when this breakup occurred, they put that ego wall up and they weren't going to let it affect them. But the problem was they didn't heal. So, near future, we have farewells, goodbyes, finality, and closure, exhaustion, long journey, depletion, and fatigue. Let's get farewells. We have the Knight of Swords along with the Judgment card. I do feel in the near future your person is going to seek the closure they need by being truthful and finding absolution with the past. But the problem is the Judgment card is about reconciliation. It's about coming back together. And I feel like once your person's able to find the absolution with the past, be truthful with themselves, and say goodbye to that past, it may create a reconciliation energy in them. Exhaustion. We have the seven of cups and the 5 of swords. I also feel like in the near future, your person is going to work on releasing any exhaustive energy, any confusion, anything that is betraying them in the past. I do feel like the 5 of swords is about mind games. You two may have played mind games that were really mentally defeating you. And I feel like in the near future, your person's going to heal this. I don't know what your person's going to do, but I do feel like once they're able to heal, they may reach out to you, and it may be friendship, it may be more, but I do feel this in this connection. So this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. Now we're going to move on to singles. Who is coming at you, singles? Who is coming at you, singles? We have the King of Cups, the 2 of Wands, along with the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone from your past that you struggled with emotionally, and this person struggled with you emotionally. I don't feel like you were in a long-term relationship. This could just be an acquaintance that you kind of, talk to for a while, but this person definitely, in this time you haven't been talking to them, they do realize that they have real feelings for you, and they're coming forward to tell you about them. What is their intention? We have the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, along with the 7 of Wands. Their intention is to do their best to give recognition to working on this, to letting their guard down, to helping you to let your guard down so that you two can focus on the present. How will they see you? They're going to see you as someone that's mad. Definitely with the Queen of Swords comes up. That's someone that's to the point and at times very bitchy. And I feel like they're going to see you as someone they know they have to find the strength to face the obstacles that you may throw at them. What will they want the most from you? We have the Emperor, the Moon card, and the Temperance card. They want peace and balance. What they will want the most from you is for you to get control of any fear, anything that clouds your judgment, from reconciliation and also peace and balance. How will you see this person? We have the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, along with the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to see this person as someone you grieved for. Someone that you went through a painful ending, even though you weren't in a relationship. I feel like this person really brought a lot of loss into your life. And I feel like you're going to reevaluate this connection because of that loss. You don't want to go through it again. What will you want the most from this person? Oh, all I see is truth. Balance and truth. With the Justice card, the Ace of Swords, and the Fool card, if this person wants you to open up to a new beginning, you want them to be clear on what they want and to be truthful with you. Complete balance. You are not going to open up to a new beginning if they're all over the place. So what will the connective energy be? We have the 3 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, along with the 3 of Swords. I feel like connectively, you both are going to try to find comfort. It's like you're going to work on yourself, and really try to build a trust as you find comfort with any pain or fear of pain you may have within you. What challenges will you face? We have the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. I feel like the first challenge you're going to face is not focusing on the stress and anxiety that self-sabotages your ability and being honest with your heart. This is a big deal. This person caused some pain in your life. This person caused some chaos. And so having to not stress yourself over it's going to be hard. What else? We have the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Having the confidence to communicate. It's almost like every reconnection is a transition in your life. And so having the confidence to communicate with this person on what you want, what you need for this connection to work. What advice will Spirit have for you? We have the Hangman, the Four of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Purge that confusion, purge and heal that indecisiveness. It's time for you to change your perspective. It's time for you to let go of anything from the past that would stand in your way from finding peace in this connection. What else? We have the Three of Pentacles, the Devil card, and the Six of Pentacles. You have to find that perfect equality. It's time for you to let go of anything that restricts you in the past when you two were together. This may be, listen, even if you don't want to be with this person in a relationship, even if you just want to be friends, this is your opportunity to let go of whatever is restricting you in the past, whatever makes you feel uncomfortable. It's time to move forward. It's time to find peace with the past. And the only way you can do that is if you make the choice to want to do it. Near future, we have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's all about working on balancing your logic with your emotions. Listen, believe it or not, this connection could lead to a partnership if you allow it to. If you allow yourself to really concentrate on positivity and balance your logic with your emotions, this connection could lead to a partnership. It's all up to you. So this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. And I thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, go with love and peace.